Let's get started. Let's understand. Firstly, let's have the plan. Part of performance tuning classes. By the way, do you remember what different system procedures we have? Please, you remember everyone? System procedures, you remember, please?
Yes, I do.
Yes, what are the different system SPs? Please help me, please. I'll wait. System SPs, what are they? SP help.
Storage procedure.
Yeah. What are the system stored procedures? I'm asking. Yeah.
SP help index.
Fine. SP help index, SP rename, and what are the system views we have, please? You remember everyone? System views. Yeah, please. I need to plan my examples, okay, based on your comfort, really. So please let me know your comfort. We'll take the examples as appropriate. Fine. I don't want to trouble you. I'll continue. I don't want to trouble you. I'll continue. Here is agenda. See one thing, friends. You practice more thoroughly, carefully, completely. We understand it easily. I'll answer every question. But how much we understand purely depends on our previous concept and the command control on the subject. The reason for me asking system views, we can have more in our journey next. I'm talking about audits. After we learn first 5 concepts, in order we'll do one by one slowly. Your practice is very much required. And you need to make sure you write your observation notes, keywords. You'll WhatsApp me your observation notes that has only keywords after every class. In response to your WhatsApp message, you will receive FAQs file. You'll submit on WhatsApp or email, anything. Once you submit, you will be receiving my reply instantly. So more fast you do, more and more we get. I'll continue. This particular module is very interesting, bit vast. Very interesting, bit vast. Here it is. First 5 basics, then number 6 we need to learn about. After we learn the index concepts, we have something called table partitions. By tomorrow, please revise all previous concepts thoroughly to understand the terminology and identifying the continuity part. Compressions. Once we learn these items, partitions, compressions, we have something called statistics. Then the question arises, when to go for indexes, when to go for partitions, when to go for statistics. There comes tuning tools. Next. Then we are going to learn on what basis the tuning tools will be giving us something called recommendations, called execution plans. There comes something called query costs. These are all small concepts, but very much weightful, very heavy concepts. Small, simple, but heavy in terms of resume and their purpose. After we learn about these items, then we'll go for something called memory tables. And something called temporal tables. Do you remember, please? Memory tables. Memory tables. Memory tables.
Yes, temporary table. Yes.
Tanvir, no. This is not temporary. Temporal. This is different. My question is about memory tables. Memory tables. Come on, friends. What are memory tables? Which concept we learned memory tables, please? You remember, please? I'll wait.
Yeah, one we learned like when we are taking in the temporary tables temporarily, that is a memory table, right? And then we can.
No, sir.
Not
No.
okay.
No, sir. No. Not at all, sir. No. Fine. No problem. Kindly revise triggers concept. Kindly revise triggers concept.
Yes. Inserted and deleted, right? Yes, right.
Exactly, brother. You are right. Yes. Inserted, deleted memory tables. Remember, please, everyone, please.
Yes, I.
Yes.
Here comes memory optimized tables, entirely different. We learn temporary tables, local, global, temporary table. This is something different. Temporal tables. These are different again, okay? Remember, wording is a bit similar, but the things are entirely different. Temporary is different. Temporal is different. Next. Then we have other one. Just wait for a few moments. Just wait for a few moments, okay? I need to make sure I get the checklist ready. Fine, let's continue. Here we go. Fine, next. Then we have other important item. We need to learn about index management. Index management activities. Then log space issues. Then we have something called temp DB issues. Then we have memory issues. Okay, these things. In order, we need to learn them. Then we need to learn something called log management. Then we have something called isolation levels. A real-time case study. Okay, these are the items we need to learn. This agenda to proceed further. Let's get started now. Let's understand slowly the concept of query audits. Okay, these are all the tuning activities we need to learn. I'll provide you one image as well today. All those concepts for quick, easier snapshot view. These are all the items we need to learn practically. So total 20 concepts. You will receive total 20 Word documents. Please take print copies of those documents. There are small, simple concepts, okay? Really, very simple and straight. But how much we understand depends on our rapport with the previous on-premises concepts, really. So please understand the fact we should be thorough with all the basics. Next, let's continue. Let's understand how to perform the query audit activities first. Notes I will take care, but good to write your observation notes, please. You'll WhatsApp me your observation notes every day after the class. You'll WhatsApp me your observation notes, handwritten observation notes after the class every day for this entire week. Let's make it. We'll start now. Let's get started with something called query audits. Very simple and straight. What is this? Firstly, let's understand tuning. The title of our module, query tuning. It's a mechanism to ensure optimal execution of queries with minimal resources, processor, memory, and I/O. Factors that influence query performance: processor, memory, temp DB, log space, outdated indexes, outdated statistics, fragmentations, and open transactions. These factors may influence the query performance. How do you resolve them? By using query tuning techniques we need to learn in our classes. Indexes, partitions, statistics, tuning tools, index management. We'll call it as index management. Log management, something called query store, logins, etc. We'll implement them one by one. But before we start the tuning concepts from tomorrow, let's have an audit. Let's have a report of long running queries. How to audit long running queries? Let's see. There are two options to get the long running queries. One is by using AM tool, we call AM, activity monitor, AM tool. and other one by using TSQL queries. One is by using AM tool, activity monitor, other one by using query, TSQL query. You can choose any one, but good to know both. First, activity monitor. For this purpose, I'll take you to the queries. I'll take you to this other screen. Launch SSMS. Launch SSMS. Here it is. Connect the server. Right-click server. Please confirm. You see my screen, everyone, please. I'll wait.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
Sai.
Yes,
We can see.
Perfect. Sure. Thank you. Thank you. Let's continue. Right-click server properties. Right-click server properties. Next. Once you go to server properties, verify the memory and processor. See here, memory and processor like this. Okay, verify the processor, memory, both. Okay, next. Then what's the tool name here? AM tool. Make sure processor, memory, verify them, you document them somewhere. Now right click activity monitor. See here. Right click server activity monitor. Okay, right click server activity monitor. Next. Once you right click server activity monitor, then your next step. Here, you see processor usage like this. You got the processor usage in this way. Activity monitor and the value like this. Okay, next. Now, here you see the batch per second, batch request per second, database IO like this. Now, what I'll do is right click server new query. Right click server new query. Once you right click server new query, next. Here I'll write one query. For example, select star into test data loads from. Let's take one existing query. Okay, we'll take one existing query. Existing table, say sys messages like this. Okay, here we go.
is missing into two rows.
It's taking some 3 lakh, sorry, 3 lakh 9,000 rows, right? 3 lakh 9,000 rows were loaded. Observe carefully. Okay, 3 lakh 9,000 rows were loaded. And because of that, see, some database IO is involved here. What I'll do is I'll again rerun the query, insert into table name. Okay, select from table name. Okay, like this. During this query execution, I'll run it again. Okay, this one I'll run it again. During query execution, see, some processor time, see, 2%, 30 MB per second. We see the content like this. Next. From here, what we do? Go to recent expensive queries. Hope you are writing your notes. Okay. Go to recent expensive queries like this. Okay. In recent expensive queries, we'll see the recently run queries here. Expensive means that queries that have more amount of data. Queries that have more amount of data. And more amount of resources, processor, memory. Expensive means here more amount of processor, more amount of memory usage, or more amount of data consumption. Any of them, we call it expensive. Next. From here, we have other one. Active expensive queries. This refers to current ongoing queries, remember. If any query is currently running, that ongoing query will be able to identify here. Okay, that's called active expensive query. For example, see here, execute. Let's wait for a few moments. The query is taking a longer time. See, it comes here like this. It gives you the metrics, CPU, database, etc. Once the query execution complete, some 12,38,000 rows were affected, and query moves to expensive, recent expensive queries like this. Okay, next. From here, what's our requirement? Yes, identify these queries. Okay, identify the tables involved in these expensive queries, and we need to monitor them, fine tune them. That's our next concept. So performance tuning is actually based on these long running queries. This one way. Okay, this one single method for auditing. Another method for auditing the long running queries through using some DMV, dynamic management view, and dynamic management function. What is it? Dynamic management view and dynamic management function. What is that? Let's see. So for this purpose, right click server, new query. There is one system object, system view called sys.dm db dm underscore db underscore exec query stats. dm exec query stats. This one. This is the one. dm underscore exec query stats. It gives you the statistics of all queries. Same activity monitor information with more details. Here every query is identified by a handle. Remember this one, plan handle. Every query is identified by something called plan handle. Remember that. From here our requirement. From here our requirement. How to identify the long running query. Problem. You have only plan handle. There is no query here. You get every detail of the query except actual query. Total time execution time for the query and execution count, number of times the query got executed. You see those details here. Okay, you get the details. But problem, actual query is missing. Okay, actual query is missing here. So what we do? Yes, there comes our next concept. To identify the query, we make use of one function called sys.dm underscore exec underscore SQL text. It's a function, okay? It's a function. It's a function. And this function requires plan handle. Copy, paste like this. In this way. This is the query. I repeat, query stats is a system view that gives you the actual query. It gives us the actual query. Okay, next. From here, our requirement. Identify the plan handle and give it to another function. Function gives you the actual query. Function gives you the query like this. Okay, next. From here, let's normalize these two queries. Let's get them in a proper order. You don't want star. You don't want all columns. Instead, you need plan handle. Okay, plan handle, because this will be the input for the function. You also need to have worker time, execution count, total worker time by execution count as average execution time. See, but you don't want all queries. You want only top 10 long running queries. So order by average execution time, descending order. See, you are now getting only top 10 long running queries like this. I'll wait for some time. Please observe carefully. Okay, next. From here, our requirement. How to get the query also? Come on, tell me now. For a particular plan handle, you know how to get the query. My requirement, how to get the query for each of these plan handles. Please, which concept we can use? I just want the concept name. I'll give you the solution anyway. Please think, please, everyone.
Is it
Yes, sir.
join we are going to do?
Predefined procedures.
No, madam, no predefined
Function.
process here. If that is the case, I would have told you directly. No. I got an answer called join. Anyone else? Any other pointers, please? I'll wait. Please, I'll wait.
We can use the same function, right?
You're already using the function for one query. You want to use the same function for 10 times, you mean? Is it? Fine. Yes, you can make use of join. Yep, because see, what's our requirement? To get the content one beside the other, right? Isn't it? You need to have the content one beside the other. So for this purpose, to get the content one beside the other, we can make use of join mechanism. Let's see. Come on, which kind of join we can use now? Please think of. Please, I'll wait.
Inner join, I think, Sai.
No, sister. No. See, there is nothing common, right? Isn't it? There is no common value or common column between them, actually. Okay. There's no. I mean, there's nothing to compare.
Okay.
Cross join.
Yes, it should be cross join.
Cross join. Okay.
It should be cross join. Correct. Exactly. Why? Because see, what's the purpose of cross join? You can join a function and the other object. In your functions concept, we learned it actually. In functions, in joins concept, you got that information already. Main purpose of cross join,
All
get the
possible.
content. Yes, to get the content, unrelated content, one beside the other. There is nothing to compare. There is no common column, nothing to compare. Then we make use of cross join. Okay, let's see how it is. Simple, straightforward process. Let's understand carefully. So for this purpose, what we do here, this query, simple process, observe carefully. We need to apply the things carefully, okay? Select from first table, and this text is there, right? We know joins concept, joins syntax, cross apply. Come on, which column we have to provide, please? Which column we have to provide here, please? I'll wait.
Plan handle.
Plan handle.
Plan handle.
Plan handle.
Plan handle, exactly. Okay, like this. Plan handle gives you some set of columns. Which column you need to have the output? Text. Text. So, comma, text. We know from one query we can get few columns. From another query we can get few other columns. Isn't it? From one query we can get few columns. From other query we can get few other columns. Now, execute. See here. Observe carefully. The practical use of cross join, also called cross apply. You are bringing the data from multiple sources together. Observe carefully. You are bringing the data from multiple sources together like this. Okay, one source is view. This one, view. Other source is function. Join them together. These are the top 10 long running queries. Our requirement now, how to fine tune the queries. Okay, that is our next step. We'll do it carefully. That part we'll do from tomorrow. So tomorrow we have to start working with the actual tuning concepts, indexes. Then we have something called partitions and other activities one by one we'll do. We'll stop for now. To understand tomorrow's class, please revise the architecture, database architecture. Yes, hope you remember, please. We have something called file groups, files.
Yes,
Remember everyone?
site.
File group,
Yeah, yeah.
files.
Primary file group and all this.
Exactly. Primary file group, secondary file group. Okay. Please revise them carefully so that we are good to proceed for our classes from tomorrow. One email sent just now with the complete Excel file. I was mentioning few concepts, right? Starting of the class today. I have sent you the complete Excel file. Kindly check. I'll wait. Complete checklist plus today's class notes sent. Kindly check, please. I'll wait. Tomorrow we need to slowly step into indexes concept, indexes, indexed views, partitioned views. Tomorrow we'll do one by one. Please check it, friends. I'll wait, please. Fine, friends. We'll stop for today. Okay. Yep.
Got your email, Sai. Sai, one thing
Please tell me. Yeah.
that order by average execution in DSC means it is giving like whichever the query is taking maximum time, right? So we are going from bigger
Exactly.
to small.
Yes.
Okay. Like a tuning, we are going to first track that only which query is taking maximum time. Got you.
Exactly. You're right. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Sai.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much. Okay. Please complete the practice carefully. Do let me know for questions.
I did not get the email.
Oh, please wait, madam. I'm sending you the details now. Please wait. Sending the details now. Please wait.